Hello friends, this video on whole numbers part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now the moment we talk about numbers, have you observed something? That numbers are in queue. They are always in a line, one number after another. Like how do you stand when you go to a ticket counter? Maybe you want to watch a movie and you go to the ticket counter to buy a ticket, or maybe you have gone for shopping and now you are standing in a queue to pay the bill. So how do you stand? Like one person after another. So you look at any person, there would be one person in front of him and one person behind him. So that's how the queue is. Now, in a very similar way, numbers are also in queue, one number after another. So you will consider any number. Let's say you consider 3. So 3 has 2 before it, 3 has 4 after it. You think of 5. 5 has 4 before it and 6 after it. Think of 6. 6 has 5 before it and 7 after it. So every number has another number before it and another number after it. So now the question with regards to number is, who is before and who is after? Which number comes before and which number comes after? Now this concept of before and after is given a mathematical term called successor and predecessor. So successor and predecessor. So the term is successor for after number. That means a number which is present after the given number. Similarly, the term used for before number, that is the number which is present before the specific number, is called predecessor. Now the word pre, what does pre means? Pre means before. So let us understand the concept of successor and predecessor using this example where people are standing in a queue. So here if you look at this guy wearing green t-shirt. So this boy is standing after the one who is in purple t-shirt. So basically so this green boy is successor of the purple boy because the green boy is present after the purple boy. So green is successor of purple. So this is green and this is purple. Now what about the green? Now this green is present before orange. So that means green is predecessor of orange because green is present before orange. So any number which is present before a particular number, that number is called predecessor. The number which is present after the number is called successor. So successor is after number and predecessor is before number. Now can you tell me who is the successor of green t-shirt? Looking here, looking at this, who would be the successor of green t-shirt? The one who is present after green, that is orange. Similarly, who would be the predecessor of the orange t-shirt? The predecessor would be green because green is present before orange. So let us now look at successor and predecessor of numbers. So let us look at these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now looking at these numbers, you can very easily say what is successor of 5? Successor of 5 would be 6. Successor of 6 would be 7. Successor of 7 would be 8. Successor of 9 would be 10. So very easily you can say that looking at the sequence of numbers. Similarly, you can say that the predecessor of 5 is 4. Predecessor of 4 is 3. Predecessor of 3 is 2 and so on. But what about finding the successor and predecessor of bigger numbers? Let's say if I ask you what is the successor of 400. So how exactly do we find successor or predecessor of numbers? Because it is not possible for us to keep writing the entire sequence of numbers. So the simple tip is that whenever you have to find successor, just add 1 to that number, because the moment you add 1, you actually go to this next number. So if you add 1 to 4, where do you go? 4 plus 1 is 5. So you actually reach to the next number. Similarly, whenever you have to find the predecessor, subtract 1. So when you reduce 1 from a number, you go to the before number. So let us consider examples of bigger numbers. Let's say 72. So if you have to find out successor and predecessor of 72, how will you find? So the successor would be 72 plus 1, that is 73. And the predecessor would be 72 minus 1, that is 71. So therefore we can say that 71 is the predecessor and 73 is the successor. Let's consider another example, a yet bigger number, for example 4961. So if you have to find out the successor and predecessor of 4961, so successor would be 4961 plus 1 and predecessor would be 4961 minus 1. So 4961 plus 1 would be 4962 and minus 1 would be 4960. So in this way we can find out the successor and predecessor of numbers. Now, when we actually start looking at the successor and predecessors of natural numbers and whole numbers, we conclude certain points. For example, we conclude that successors of all natural numbers are natural numbers. So you think of any natural number, their successors will be natural number, because natural number starts from 1. Right? So starting from 1, every natural number will have a successor which is a natural number, because 1 till infinity all numbers are natural numbers. Similarly, successors of all whole numbers are whole numbers. So whole numbers would start from 0, so successor of 0 is 1, successor of 1 is 2 successor is 3, and so on. Similarly, when we look at the predecessor, we see that predecessor of all natural numbers are natural numbers except 1. Why? Because the predecessor of 1 is 0 and 0 is not a natural number. So 1 is the only exception. Except 1, all other natural numbers, predecessors are also natural numbers. What about predecessor of whole numbers? Do you think predecessor of all whole numbers would be whole numbers? No, that's because when you look at 0, what would be the predecessor of 0? What exists before 0? Now, before 0 exists the negative numbers. Now, about which you will study later in your higher classes. But for now, you should just know that before 0 comes the negative number. So, I will give you one example to prove that why negative numbers exist before 0. Let's say that you have 10 rupees in your wallet. And you go to the market, you buy a pencil for 2 rupees. So how much is left with you? 8 rupees is left with you. You again buy another pencil for 2 rupees. So you again lose 2 rupees. So how much is left with you? 6 rupees. Now in this way, you keep buying almost 5 pencils. So you spend the entire 10 rupees. So what is left with you? 0. You do not have anything. But now let's say you still want to buy a candy. Now in order to buy candy, you do not have money now because you have 0 in your wallet. So what do? You go to the shopkeeper and you tell him that you give me the candy and you write it in your, you keep a record of the bill, or you keep the bill with you. I will return the money later. So basically what you did, your balance earlier was like positive balance because you had some money in your wallet, but now you do not have money in your wallet. On top of that, you have taken a loan of 2 rupees from the shopkeeper. So that means overall your balance is negative. So your balance is -2 now. You do not have money, plus you owe money to somebody else. You need to return money to somebody else. So that ways you went to a negative balance. So that is why we say that before 0 are the negative numbers, and the negative numbers are not whole numbers. So therefore predecessors of all whole numbers are not whole numbers. The exception is 0. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.